Morning. Mhm. Hey, Watson, how are you? Amazing. I think everything is working properly and smoothly. Hi, everyone. Big day ahead. New challenge account. I just took one, to be honest. I'm I'm thinking of changing prop firms after the payouts that I will be having on these accounts. But we had a sell on Apex, like it was like $15. It's a 150k account, so I want to take this new challenge. I think it's very interesting because you have to profit 15,000, which is a lot, but on e-minis is doable, especially with the volatility we have now. So I'll try it. I'll gamble a bit with it. I'm gonna be honest, but it's easier for me even to have some challenge accounts on the primary screen because I can see the movement of the e-mini, so I don't have to look as much at the micro, right? So in order for you to see my positions, if I don't have challenge accounts, I'm gonna have to be trading on the micros. But I have my micros chart on a different screen where I just place my orders because I'm using TradeAway. So my idea is to have challenge accounts for you to see. Meanwhile, the same accounts, the same trades are being taken on a separate screen for micros, with micros only with a smaller size in order to be risk avert. But yeah, I'm gonna be starting a new challenge account. Meanwhile, the same trades are gonna be placed on my funded accounts, and at the end of the day, I can show you the profit target and everything. I want to be transparent, so nothing shady is going on. But yeah, we have NFP week, which is volatile, brings a lot of actions. In the past, I've been doing very well during NFP week, but never on Friday. I'm not trading Fridays NFPs. And on Thursday, I have my girlfriend's anniversary, so I'm going to be streaming only 3 days. I'm going to try to make the most out of it. And yeah, we have only until Wednesday included. And today we have news. At 10 o'clock we have PMI, and at 1 o'clock we have Fed Chair Powell speaking. I don't like the fact that we have Fed Chair talking at 1 o'clock, to be honest, because usually what's happening, the market is gonna stay within a certain range because that's gonna be the big news, right? The Fed Chair speaking is the big news. And it's difficult because at 10 o'clock, when we like to trade, we're going to have high impact PMIs. So thank you. So today is going to be tricky to navigate. Let's see what the price action is going to get, because also on the high time frame, I'm not as optimistic in terms of opportunities. Let's see. So starting with a high time frame analysis for this week. Order block here, basically you have a green candle before this fake move that turned out to be extremely bearish. So this point is very important, and the bodies of the candle respected this order block. So we have a high indication that the price might consolidate and move lower. However, we have also this big wick over here, which is a liquidity in itself. Maybe we manage to fill this wick, half of it, and then move lower, or we're gonna consolidate and some type of news, NFP most probably, is gonna dictate what's gonna happen with the market moving forward. Right now I'm gonna stay neutral. I'm gonna attack intraday liquidity, highs and lows. I'm not gonna think very much time frame on high and time frame because we're consolidating. As you can see on the weekly, we have green candle, red one, green one, and they are within the same range. Basically, we are stuck in this range. Let me just... We're stuck in this range basically, even with the bodies. So we are happy we're profitable, and we have been profitable during these days, but I cannot give a certain high time frame prediction right now. I believe we're going to consolidate, and then NFP is going to dictate if we're going to attack the all-time highs or we're going to continue the moving lower, as I have been predicting since we started this whole mess. But yes, the main idea would be for us to take scalps. If we see, let's say we take the low of yesterday or the previous day, not necessarily yesterday because it was Sunday, but if we take the low of the previous day and we see some relative equal highs, maybe we can track a reversal, but I'm not gonna right now just assume. We have on the 4 hour this fair value gap. We took this low over here. Sorry. We took this low, and now I'm gonna expect for us to move higher, because at the same time we've been consolidating. Yeah, we left here a fair value gap, but at the same time we have a break in market structure. So it's very difficult to navigate, and I believe NFP is gonna dictate how we move forward. Therefore, we're gonna have to be very cautious. But it's interesting the fact that we had this fake move into a fair value gap, a weekly one. We flipped around, we took this low, but we're still within bullish scenario, right? Now they're setting up for another run higher, or just inside this gap over here that we have on the 1 hour. Now, pre-market, we took the Asian low. We're gonna assume we're gonna attack Asian high at the open. Are we gonna attack this relative equal highs over here? That's my assumption. But let's see how 10 o'clock news is gonna play out. It's gonna be difficult to navigate today because we have high impact news at 10, and then we're gonna have high impact news at 1 o'clock because Fed chair is talking. So let's trade carefully, minimum size, maximum 3 or 5 micros is going to be my position on the funded accounts, and on my challenge account I'm just going to be using one e-mini. Therefore you can also watch the markets. One thing that I'm noticing, and even though let's say we move higher and we take these relative equal highs, the fact that we did not respect this 1 hour gap over here makes me skeptical about a bullish scenario. At least for today. Right, this one has not been respected. The low has been taken. The gap is present here. So let's be patient. Let's see how 10 o'clock is gonna play. If I see a really good setup forming between 9:45 and 10 o'clock, I might take it, but I'm not certain how that can play out right now. We are consolidating. There's nothing much for you to predict at this point. What says that we don't just run higher right now? We took these highs and then we move lower. There's no certainty. Therefore, let's wait for the open. But yeah, hi everyone. Thank you for being here. Feel free to drop a like. It helps the channel. Algorithm is not promoting too much of my content, to be honest, and that's why I took a break from posting videos. I'm trying to figure out how to play this in a certain way because I want to post content in order for everyone to see basically how I um, form my trade ideas and how I trade live, because every one of my videos are part of the live stream. Basically, they're with trading recaps, but it take a lot of time, and I'm trying to minimize between quality and timing. I would like to post as many videos as possible, but I don't have the bandwidth to edit all of them at the same time. If I edit raw, is it going to be pleasant for the viewers? I don't know, to be honest. So I need to figure out a plan before moving forward. I have already 2 videos I can make. I have content. I just don't know how to approach it. But yeah, we'll see. 4 minutes until the open. My idea is for this week to have a payout. I need 1.5k, $1,500 or $1,500. I need 1.5 more in order to make a payout on one of the accounts. And if that's gonna happen, maybe on Friday I can do a giveaway while we're gonna have the NFP. But that's pending on the fact that I'm gonna be having a payout. I wanna do it in a certain way. I would like every time I get paid out to do a giveaway, and I'm thinking most probably I'm gonna give away cash in form of crypto or something like this, so anyone can take advantage of it. I know a lot of people are giving away funded accounts, but in the days and yeah, the days that we're living right now, I think people need cash more than they need some funded accounts. But hey, I can run a pool and see what's better for everyone. Now, let's see how we're gonna open. I annotated here 2 relative equal highs. Meanwhile, we have the London low. And we have a gap here that is just too good to be true. Misleading. So yeah, this is just horrible price action. Horrible. Mm-mm-mm. 1 minute till you open. You can say this is a fair value gap that you can buy, but you have a volume imbalance here. So, and you have relative equal lows here. Very, This is how I assume it's gonna be today. So yeah, imagine you buy this gap here and you attack 328 and you're done for the day. Hmm. So my assumption was correct. Let's look at the opening range. Or 147 is the next target. Big move, but a lot of gaps left behind and also relatively good lows here. So this might be just a run for liquidity. Nothing much. Basically, we're just having a run for liquidity with 447 relative equal highs as being the target. Let's wait. This is the first presentation. But yeah, the only thing that stopped me from buying pre-market were these relative equal lows, to be honest. Right before we opened, I was talking about this gap here. Nice run. 447 would be the ultimate target. Let's see how it looks here. Five 533 would be the next one. By the way, it's pushing. I'm not interested in buying, considering that the next target, in my opinion, would be 533. But if we take this low, I might be interested in a short. Let's wait a bit to see for this candle how it's going to behave. Yep, I'm shorting. The high is my buy stop. This is my entry. My entry basically is this volume balance and below the mid of this gap that we just missed. Let's move it into this gap here, even though I believe we should touch that one. We got filled. First target would be this one. And this one. We're still in a 5 minute gap, so it can just turn back on us. This is too big of a gap. I don't like that at all. Nice move. Come on, baby. Touch it. Moving my stop loss to break even. One more contract to go. $328 is the next target. Moving our stop loss. I closed my position on my funded account 575. Now let's wait on the challenge for the last one, if that's gonna happen. And I'm out. We're touching that new week opening gap. I still believe we can attack now the lows. It's very probable. I'm just happy with my final outcome. We're touching this last gap. We had a big movement. Um, I don't want to beg for more. The only thing I regret is not putting more size into this trade. This way I would have been inclined to wait for 257. Now we're gonna just have to watch it. Yeah, perfect delivery this morning. Perfect delivery. I couldn't, honestly, I couldn't expect more. And it looks like we exited at the bottom. Temporary one, at least, because now we still have a gap here and it can just still go lower. We just have high impact news in 4 minutes, so I think I'm happy with what we have. The counts are sitting pretty. In total we made 1,200 on my funded accounts and 3,700 on this new challenge account. Solid start. Solid start. Let's see if they want to deliver 257 before the news or during the news. So used with manipulation these days and yeah, not delivering ultimatums that I did not have the patience for this one. One more minute. Don't place any trades. 30 seconds is gonna be mayhem. Let me see if I closed all my positions and orders. Nothing working. Yeah, they're gonna deliver to for 257. Yep. And that was it. I don't think you should need anything from today. It was an amazing start of the week. Let me see if I can show you my profit dashboard. We might even continue lower, but we had an amazing delivery. Meanwhile, we have this gap left here and no more real targets. 22, amazing. Amazing. No. Yep, I guess you can see it here. So, two funded accounts, 574 on each and 3,700 on my new challenge account. Let's make a quick calculation. $5,100. So the minimum threshold for Apex in order to have a payout is 5,100 plus the maximum for this account size is 2,750. And our account sits at 6,875. Minus 6,700. 67? 6790, whatever. So I need one more K this week. But yes, good day overall. I don't think there is a need for us to do much else. I don't assume a lot is gonna happen for the rest of the session. And yes, for how long are we streaming? 50 minutes. I don't think we need much more in considering what we have done today. I'm gonna close the charts and just be happy with my day. You should do the same. At 1 o'clock we have more news So my assumption for the rest of the day would be that we're going to consolidate. Not much is going to happen with the price action until 1 o'clock. Then at 1 o'clock, they're going to present some statement. And yeah, we'll see how the market is going to react. It's just Monday. We just started. I think we had an amazing start. Yeah. No, because I'm gonna be incentivized to trade, and I don't want to give my profits for the day. I'm extremely happy with the day, to be honest. Like right now, I don't believe this candle should hold. I believe we should move higher just to attack this gap. So right now, I don't want to buy this. So what's the point for me to be in this trade even? But yeah, let's just take the win. Let's not overthink. Let's just take the win and go home. We'll enjoy some time with my pets. I'm gonna do some other things. Just happy with how everything played out. Thank you for being here. Have a beautiful day ahead. Life is beautiful. At least when you're winning. Ciao. Stay safe. See you next time. Thank you as well.